gun at him. That's the best scene though. The cat skip over there when he throws the gun at him. They need to have that scene in it when he has not ammo. I'm getting emotional. Vi måste få det bleeds like, oh yeah, but you know, I bet I've rewatched it anime. So I'm gonna cry a bit, guys. Yeah, man. No many times I've seen the original show of Trigun. I've seen it like over 10 times, man. Like my favorite YouTube video of all time is still, you know, the I'm a Superman, you know. Oh yeah, I'm getting emotional, man. This is hard, man. This is hard. Yeah, it's it reminds me of rewatching episode 1 of Bleach right last year. Or episode 371. So yeah, guys, here starts the marathon. Saturday anime marathon. I might do a stream next week. Maybe just do all of them or something. One Lupino stream. And then, I don't know. So we have Trigun now, right? Trigun now, of course, baby. You know I'm a Vash fan. It's like one of my absolute favorite animes, Trigun. Followed by Nier, Maosama, Nagatoro, Blue Tokyo Revengers. Try to do all the videos. I'll see. New open. It's crazy. It's so much anime going. But of course, Nier is the biggest one, right? We got the game here. Nier Replicant, that is. Like, my god. Starting. The exciting, man. It's finally back. I mean, I am such a huge Vash fan, guys. It's ridiculous. This is the anime graphic, you know. Trigun. I'm an old man. This is anime for me, guys. This is it. Here we go. To the space. I'm getting like excited. It's way too loud. Okay. Here we go. Starship, right? This version of Trigun, can't speak, seems to be way more, you know, focus on the space stuff. Yeah, in the trailer, I think we are much more with Rem and his brother, knives and so on. I think they're more in the space now, right? Yeah, because, you know, in the original anime, right, it was more like in the, you know, a wild western planet, it's desert, and then we see space stuff, right? Yeah, here it starts with space stuff, so they're definitely taking another approach to the Trigun storyline. But that's what I guess in the trailer reacts as well, right? That it looks... Yeah, this kind of starts with the backstory instead. This is of course revealed later on in the OG... in the OG Trigun storyline. Yeah, there's all the, you know, the people in the... Exactly. Yeah, this is very different, right? Than the... Again, very different than the original one. Yeah, it starts immediately with like the spaceship and everyone, you know, all the humans from Earth or whatever are stuck in this space shuttle or so on, in hibernation or so on, stasis. But yeah, subscribe, guys, if you're into someone that actually has watched the original like 20 times. And I worked in a video a couple years ago when I basically used massive homage to Vash, the main character of the game, was like love and peace, passive and so on. Yeah, but you know, of course, the spaceship crashing, right? I mean, we guys are gonna have a similar storyline. Knives and Vash here. Oh, there's Rem! Remu! There's a Rem! OG Rem! It's my Rem figure. That's so rare, damn it. He comes in, yeah, OG Rem. Before we had R0, we had this Rem. Yeah. My god, the OG waifu. Yes. But it's definitely different, right? Because, again, in the original show, he keeps like Rem, you know, he's like dreaming about his waifu, you know, but he's dreaming about his big sister, basically, Rem, right? Yeah. She's a kind of mom, she's basically the mom, big sister character, right? To them. And he's dreaming about her, basically, right? But it's like, whatever, and so on, yeah. But we don't know what's up. Here is like straight up, she's dying now. Here you know straight up what's happening with Rem. Remu! Yeah, him and his brother. It's a very different feel to it. I'm still getting a little bit goosebumps immediately. This is, yeah, now she had to send them out. You know, similar type of Superman. Yeah, because I'm gonna call, you know, Superman. No. If you ever see the classic MVA, you know what I'm talking about. Superman. Yeah, because we get that classic, you know. And it's very similar to Superman backstory, right? She sends out the two brothers in their space shuttle, right, to survive the destruction of their home, not planet, but it kind of is, because the whole shuttle, the whole spaceship is to survive the destruction of their home planet, right? Yeah. It feels very different. Yeah, I just keep saying it, but it also is a very different. I like that it's so different than the original one, because here we start with the sadness of Rem dying, instead of getting it, you know, in like episode 20 or whatever, right? And the back, yeah, instead of having like a sad flashback, we start with her death instead. But they're probably gonna jump in time then after they separate. I think him and Knife's gonna land now, and they're gonna probably separate, right? Because they're gonna, you know, hate each other and so on. They're gonna have to kill each other, right? So they need that, you know, typical death and despair, yeah. Man, I'm really emotional. Vi måste få det Bleach like, oh yeah, but you know, I bet I've rewatched it anime. So I'm gonna cry a bit, guys. Yeah, man. No many times I've seen the original show of Trigun. I've seen it like over 10 times, man. Like my favorite YouTube video of all time is still, you know, the I'm a Superman, you know. Oh yeah, I'm really emotional, man. This is hard, man. This is hard. Yeah, it's it reminds me of rewatching episode 1 of Bleach, right, last year. Or episode 371 or whatever, right? But they have, of course, now removed the waifu, which I think is very weird. She's probably gonna reappear later then. Yeah, so got married here, but they removed her partner. She's dead to us. Yeah, so we got this guy Roberto instead. Very strange, I feel, that they removed one of the classic female characters in the anime. Weird decision. Yeah, so she's gone, right? But I'm sure they're gonna have her again, yeah. Oh. What happened? That was strange. No, my Chrome crashed. Doesn't matter too much, but that was just weird. Oh, well, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna fix that. Hopefully it'll affect the stream. No, I don't think so. That. Yeah, sorry, I don't know. My Chrome crashed. I don't know, whatever. I couldn't see the stream in my other. But yeah, they have just driving the car in the desert, so I haven't missed that to get there. Okay, out of no man's land. I mean, it's obviously like a western, right? You know, it's a space opera western, right? Trigun. Yeah. So it is similar to the now. It's similar to the first episode because they're gonna try to find the Stampede, right? They're gonna try to find Vash, so we kind of see from their perspective. So yeah, if you've seen them, you know, out here, you know, traveling in the desert, right, trying to find Vash and so on. I love it. The maniac. He destroys the cities. He just appears and it's like his bad luck destroys everything. Yeah. The maniac that is Vash. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Yeah, like the Vash. That was beautiful. I love that. I love that painting. Oh, that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. That was so beautiful, guys. Yeah, like here's the Vash, you know. Oh, here he is. You find him. Here we go, guys. Grown up Vash. Yeah. We have one mecha army now. Here you find the legendary Stampede guy. What an intro! What an intro! He just laughs. Oh, this is so epic! Oh my god, I'm gonna cry so much, man. Oh god, I cry so much for this episode. Oh, this is so much goosebumps, man. This is hard to, you know. Again, you know how I've seen this anime. It's hard to explain, you know. I've been there since the beginning, you know. I keep saying it, but yeah, I've been there since episode 1, you know. It's like, you know, since back in the 99 or whatever. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Well, here comes some random bandits. Now Vash can show his skills, I guess. Well, we have to go to the new guy, though. I mean, the girls could fight, though. He's gonna replace... Yeah... Maybe they can... She's typical Meryl, yeah. She's like, oh, hello! Yeah. She's, of course, like complete noob, right? Yeah, oh, they will probably be helpful. Yeah, it's like, no, I think they're probably bad. It's like, no, they're gonna... Yeah, of course, she's like incredibly super naive, right? Okay, that's a better image of Vash. But the other one was funnier. He's mad laughing, guys. The other one was very hilarious. The other one was his comedy gold, man. Like his... The other one was comedy gold. The other one was beautiful. I love it, man. I love it so much. You can really recognize his voice though. Yeah, it's Masako-san. Yeah, it's like, he's gonna be, it's Law from Tales of Arise and so on. Yeah, what a nice young lady. It's Mr. Harem, man. This guy has voiced like 50 Harem characters, among other things, yeah. And he's just like, what a nice lady. It sounds exactly like every goddamn other Harem anime he's ever been in. But yeah, it's Yoshi Masako, right? So he's like one of the most famous, voice actors doing Vash. I'm pretty sure he didn't do the original Vash. No, I'm pretty sure he didn't do the OG Vash 20 years ago. That. This is similar to episode 1 now though. Yeah, they're in a bar now, Yeah, everyone's laughing at her. They're like, what you doing here, cutie, so on, right? Yeah, we'll do a Shan. Like, this feels very classic. Oh, is that her? She can be the bartender? The wife we lost? Can I say with her though? Of course, she's like, Vash! Everyone loves him, right? Of course, they are like, that's our guy! He's captured again! like, oh, an idiot. You captured this guy? He can escape whenever he wants, though, yeah. Like, yeah, everyone loves him, man. They're like, oh, yeah, this is the idiot, man. It's Vash, man. He's the dumbest guy ever, but the thing is that Vash is like a superhuman, you know what I mean? In every possible way, right? Because, I mean, the best power Vash has, right? Spoilers, right? But basically, right? Is that he has reality powers, right? Yeah, he's luckily, right? He's like incredibly lucky / incredibly bad lucky, right? Yeah, like his powers are basically like reality warping, right? Like he's kind of like a trick, what's called like an long shot in X-Men, right? Or Dobbin. Yeah, he's basically kind of like, I'm lucky. That's kind of his true ability, right? Yeah, he's just like, no, shit just happens to me, right? And then, of course, that's usually why he destroys everything, because he's also bad lucky. It's like, oh, I hit the rock over there, that caused an avalanche. Oh, everyone died. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of goes both ways, right? But I know he's super fast, so yeah, he got all the powers. But but it's like everyone's like, this guy, you can't capture this guy, you can just leave. Come on, it's Vash. He's like a super duper guy. Yeah, it's a good plant. So it's very important for them to run this plant, right? It's classic, dystopian sci-fi kind of storyline, right? Where they have a few of these energy sources, because it's power plants, right? And if you need to run these plants, right? For example, if you watch a movie, the badass movie, right? Which I could movie in Death with the Wife and so on, you can see the fight in a plant and so on, right? So kind of classic, right? You need to protect these plants, right, against the evil, people, or fight for them, whatever. Right? It's kind of how people survive, right, in this world, right, on this planet. They need these plants, right, to run their business. I guess similar to FF7, right? The Midgard plant and so on, yeah? Similar to that, etc. Many other examples, right? But I think this is a pretty common storyline in sci-fi, because it's kind of easy to say that instead of having all this stuff and fuel or whatever, it's like we have this one super power plant, right? That can like power up a whole country, and then we have 5 of them, and everyone fights about those 5 or whatever. Right? Or like you need this energy source, and it runs all 5 of them, whatever. Yeah. But that's kind of what Vash is, the plant power, yeah. He's the only one that gets the plants right, because he's the only one that's been there, right? Yeah. He's the only one that understands the tech, right? But now, I mean, now we can say it, right? Because in this version, right, of the anime, the second remake here, because we started with him being in space, it is much more clear. That's what I mean earlier, yeah. Because, I mean, in regular show, the Vash understands all the science stuff, doesn't make any sense. It's just like, oh, I know how it works. You know what I mean? He just knows everything, right? Vash just, for some reason, right? But now he will know he's from space, right? But now he's the only guy that actually, him and his brother, is the only one that survived the spacecraft. So now it makes sense that Vash knows all the sci-fi stuff. So that's actually quite different, massively different storyline. And you're not a pacifist, of course. So yeah, takes a lot of beating, that guy. What do you think about the CGI, guys? I mean, it's orange, right? So it's orange. With, of course, Beastars and Hoshi no Kuni, which is an amazing anime, so... I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah, it is beautiful. I mean, when I saw that scene, when she runs in the moon, Hoshi no Kuni, man, that scene was so beautiful, I cried for like 10 minutes. That scene when she runs in Hoshi no Kuni, when the diamond runs. Oh, if you see that, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go and watch that. Holy shit, man. Hoshi no Kuni from the same studio, yeah, when she's running with the fake foss in the foss thing in the moon, and then she's running over the moon thing, and oh, it's beautiful. But he's obviously fake drunken, right? So he's the new character, Roberto. So I already know what he can do, but he probably is an expert fighter, right? I mean, in the original show, they could both shoot. They were both gunslingers, you know. Yeah, so this guy's also probably some kind of a gunslinger western guy. Yeah, I have a hard time seeing him not also be able to fight, right? Probably? Or did he just buy them or he just paid off? Okay, maybe he's a loser. I don't know. Like, senpai here. I don't know really what his... I mean, she's obviously the innocent, naive girl, right? He's probably gonna fight them soon, though. Just like the original episode, when he gets pissed off, you know, in the end, yeah, and he throws the gun at him. That's the best scene, though! The cat skip over there when he throws the gun at him! They need to have that scene in it, when he has all ammo, and he's like, oh, he's throwing the gun at you in his face then! Yeah, like, they need that scene. That is a classic Trigun, and he's like, oh, whatever, he throws the gun at him, and he defeats one guy by, like, just knocking him out with the gun by throwing it at him, yeah. Not by shooting at him, because he's pacifist, right? He can't kill anyone, yeah. It's only disarming them, right? Yeah, so he's like, oh, he throws it at him instead. But now they're gonna have a duel here. You got a nice gun, this guy. Golden, okay. Man. Now this is the Trigun. He's like, I want a rocket launcher behind me. Yeah, like this is crazy, weird sci-fi stuff. Yeah, we think it's a duel? Oh, I got a rocket launcher. It shoots out more rocket launchers, yeah. I got like a RGB rocket launcher ammo, yeah. Now this is typical Trigun, man. This guy is like, now this is a duel, yeah. I'll shoot like a nuke at you. It's like classic Trigun, man. Yeah, that's cheating, yeah. Just protect yourself, woman. Yeah, just get behind the cover. No, but this is Trigun, man. The guy is like, oh, I'm gonna rocket launcher this duel. Boom! Yeah. This is Trigun. Like, this is the Trigun I'm watching, baby. This is what I'm here for, man. But the guy is like, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna protect the village, right? You know, it's Vash, baby. I'm gonna protect the village with my powers. Come on, do it, Vash. He's gonna show us his skills, man. I'm getting so much goosebumps, guys. Come on, Vash, show us your skills. Oh my god, I'm getting so much goosebumps. Here we go. Now it's like, well, I will show you my dual skills. He's gonna like, shoot them all perfectly. Come on, Vash, you can do it. Oh my god, this is like, I'm gonna, no ammo! Yes, I was right in doing the ammo scene. I forgot the ammo. Yes, I called it. I called it if I can do the ammo thing. But it's like, oh shit, I forgot ammo again. I just throw the gun at them. I guess I called it. I was like, it's gonna forget this ammo. I freaking called it. I've seen the original show, you know, so many times. So I was like, oh, he's gonna have no ammo here. He's gonna be out of ammo. It's just classic Vash, man. It's like, oh shit. Sorry guys, I have no ammo. It's perfect time to be badass. Oh god, I forgot my ammo. Sorry about that. I knew it. Yeah. Dareka, save me! Oh, I haven't cried so much, man. This is so good, man. This is just classic. Here she comes, though. Yeah. She's a nice waifu, you know. Yeah, throws in one bullet. So she's like, oh yeah, I don't need one bullet, though. But yeah. Oh, this guy's pretty legit though. He shot the bullet. That guy's actually pretty legit, man. The other guy there, yeah, the bad guy. Well, he got some skills, man. He got some goddamn skills. This is very nice animated. Oh my god. Studio Orange, man. This is very nice CGI. The kings of CGI, man. The greatest CGI producers, easily. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, here we go. Now it's gonna shoot every rocket with one bullet. Because it's Vash! It's gonna look silly, but it's gonna do it, man. Yeah, it's also gonna do like, yeah, gunfu. Just like, it's yeah, it's like whatever. It's also gonna gunfu this guy easily without having bullets, yeah. Because it's Vash. He doesn't need for a freaking gun, man. It's like, we're not gonna beat the crap out of you. Okay, here we go. He throws a rock. Ah, this is so epic. He throws one rock out in the sky, and then he shoots the rocket again with one bullet. Yeah, and he's gonna like, I'm Vash. Yeah. Yes! Yes! He throws one rocket like bam, and then all the rockets get hit by that one debris rock. It is Vash, baby! The greatest gunslinger in anime history. It's like, whatever, I got one rock, one bullet. He just throws some random dirt at it. Yeah, it's like, whatever, shoot the rock. He's the greatest, the greatest marksman ever. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh god, it's so beautiful. I love that I call it too, that he's like, I have no bullets. I knew it, man, that's my Vash. Oh, I knew it. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot the bullets. Sorry about that. I have no ammo again. But when you are like Vash, you only need one bullet, right, to win every fight, man. I mean, he actually can just beat them up with his physical skills. But I mean, to save the village, you need one bullet, right? Yeah, it's like, I need one bullet. Yeah, good to have. Oh god. Oh, no, he met his brother. His evil brother. Knives. I mean, when you interesting. We see knives going crazy here, yeah. So this is kind of the new stuff here, right? So of course, his brother went mentally insane when they crashed. Yeah, he was like, Rem! Yes, it's going cray-cray. Yeah, I mean, this knives is evil. But I mean, if you name your son Knives, you know it's gonna be evil, man. You can't just name your son Knives. Like, I'm gonna name my son Sword and Dagger, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna... That is one evil name, man. That kid is gonna go crazy just by having that name. No, see him playing the evil piano here. Or the organ, more so. The organ, yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to stop my brother, because he went mentally insane after that. Yeah, he went really crazy after you know, everyone died, yeah. 2 Knives defense, though. Everyone died, though, except them, so yeah. To his defense, though. I mean, it's like, basically, like, yeah. Man, this is kind of scary, though. I like it, yeah, it's like the more religious art here. Nice in this time, yeah. Well, I mean, this is very different from the original one, in the sense, right? They're really setting up Knives immediately here as a crazy bad guy. So it's not this might be the opening, but it feels more like an ending. So they didn't have an opening earlier. This might be the opening now as an ending, because you're episode 1. We'll see next week, but I just want to have the I just want to have the classic, you know. I don't want the lyrics for this. I just want the or this or Goldfinger Superman. I'm a Superman. Yeah, it's like the whole destruction of the planet. This is probably the opening. You see everything getting destroyed in the opening here. But it's kind of a credit opening here with. Yeah. You see them falling down there in the. Like it's probably be a plant, probably falling into. I think it's falling into a plant, right? I wouldn't say it doesn't nearly be. No, but the original openings is like kind of very extremely iconic, but also kind of it's very clean. This is like the opposite. It's very messy. It's very like he's running in the desert. This is more depressing, you know. He's like running in this like it's just like this flow and this desert, and it's just like yeah, he's depressed. This feels more. It's a very more tragic opening. The original opening is much more like, it's like, yeah, I'm a cowboy, you know. Yeah, it's more like, yeah, it's more bad. It's more like, I'm ready to fight, right? This opening was much more, very different, much more focused on, yeah, like, oh yeah, this is like sad. His sister, mom died, you know, everyone's dead. His mother is insane, yeah. His twin is going cray. This was much more focused on like, oh, this is terrible. Let's go review it, and we can sit for hours because I love anime, the original. But we will do shorter here, right? Because obviously Nier is coming out in 20 minutes from now, roughly speaking. Of course, so scan for that, guys, right? Because you know how much I love Nier, which I think is gonna be the best anime this season, right? It's my number one this season, I hope for. But I will say, of course, that I do think that Nier also might be. I don't think it's gonna be terrible, but I think it's gonna maybe miss out what the game had, because you have to replay the game and so on. So I have a hard time seeing how the anime is gonna actually like really, you know, emulate that. So yeah, Mama, sister, big Uneshan dies, right? And I think the biggest difference here, I keep saying the reaction part, but this is by far the biggest difference between this episode and, of course, the original episode, is how it immediately shows Rem dying, right? So in the original episode, if you haven't seen the original anime, basically, I don't know when it's like 17 something like that. Yeah, 17 the first time they show Rem. After 15 in this thing, when her death scene, I think is around that 17, 18. I should have rewatched it again before the thing. No, but it's like up there, right? So it takes a long time before you see Rem dying, and then nice and so on, right? And of course, the two biggest things, like I mentioned earlier, the part difference here is that when he gets into the plant, right? So he's like, oh, I can fix this plant, I can do this stuff probably, I can do this stuff, whatever. Yeah, is that of course in the original show it didn't make much sense. It didn't make much sense how Vash just like knew everything, how this stuff work or this sci-fi stuff and so on. But here, of course, we know immediately that him and Nice are the only survivor, right, of this like spacecraft that, you know, killed all the people, right, but they survived, and they have this like training in space or whatever. Of course, they're probably gonna have more flashback later, right, like seeing them growing up or something, and Rem teaching them stuff or whatever. So probably gonna have more, you know, details of it. But still, here we know immediately that he's actually an alien, you know what I mean, coming here and having all the skills, right? So it's that is very different, right? Yeah, because again, in the original show, not only don't you know how Vash knows stuff, right? Here we also know he's an alien. Yeah, we straight up know he isn't like the other people, right? That him and Nice are not humans, right? Like, because you saw them coming from space. I mean, it's kind of similar to Superman, right? You know, she sends them out into this pod, right, to save them, you know, from the destructive of their home and send them out. Yeah, it's very similar to Superman. Right? So here we know immediately that he has powers, right? And that's not something you know in the original anime. He's basically like a badass cowboy, right? Like a badass gunslinger that happens to have super good bad luck, basically, right? Kinda, right? Yeah, that's amazing, and also pacifist, you know, so on. And also, of course, the end of the episode, we see Nice being like, destruction, you know what I mean? So, and that's also a very different thing, because Knives then isn't shown until a very late part, right, in the original show. They get legato and so on, right? But yeah, Knives is shown very, very late, right? And here is shown immediately. It kind of reminds me of, for example, the remake of FF7, where Sephiroth, right? In FF7, he's obviously the main antagonist, right? You know why Sephiroth. But Sephiroth isn't that much shown in the original game until you get kind of far into it, right? Where in FF7 Remake, spoilers, but FF7 Remake, if you played it, Sephiroth kind of appears much earlier and has much more of presence in that game. So you can immediately know he's a bad guy, he's the guy who's coming in there, right? But more people probably played the original game, right? And I feel Steven Ray too, they kind of like, he's the bad, his knives, you know, they kind of like, you see in the original show, his knives immediately. So that is very different, yeah, because there is no main bad guy, right, in the original anime until episode like 15 or whatever. Yeah, you have to watch half the anime until you get to the main antagonist, until you get to Legato and Knives and their group of people, right? Here immediately it's like Rem dies, Knives goes crazy, he's the bad guy, yeah. So that is by far a different thing, right? Otherwise, it felt very similar, but in a remake CGI format, where here comes they find Vash, some random duel, he has bad luck, he forgot his ammo, then he immediately wins anyway with like one bullet, right? Yeah, so otherwise it felt very, I love the scene, yeah, it felt very, very Vash, you know, it's like, oh, one bullet, I won anyway, you know, yeah, it's like, when he does something, it's amazing, and yeah, so on, right? So that was very Vash. One thing that lacked though was the bad luck part. Yeah, that he accidentally destroyed the city anyway. That was the one that I was lacking here. After he saved city, he should have left and like accidentally pushed that button or something and then destroyed everything. That would have been very bad. He's like, yeah, save the village, guys. Like, woo, Vash. And then he's like, oh, what's that, a rock? Boom, and then everything dies. He's like, I saved the village. Something like that. But anyway, guys, I'm very happy. I got tearing up. Like I said, the random of the Bleach there, you know. Being an old anime fan, right? I watched the anime when it was new, you know, so for me it really goes back. I probably watched it when I was in my teens, right? It's big. Guess how old I am. But yeah. So anyway, please subscribe. Tap out the guys, take a short break. Then because we have Nier, and then we have Nagatoro. You know, I'm Nagatoro. You know, I love Nagatoro. Like Nagatoro was my favorite comedy that year. I think people hate. I love Nagatoro. I love Nier, of course. It's like I played the game 50 times, beaten the game on perfect hard, all stuff, right? But Nagatoro too, man. So anyway, so you guys have a great day.